In today's market, running a real estate deal without a sensitivity analysis is like driving blindfolded. With construction costs fluctuating, interest rates still unpredictable, and buyer demand shifting by region, developers face much more uncertainty than they did a few years ago. A feasibility model gives you the baseline, but a sensitivity analysis tells you how resilient your project is. ARGUS EstateMaster has built-in sensitivity analysis capabilities that can examine the impact on development performance indicators resulting from changes in up to 20 different input variables. This allows you to perform a quick what-if analysis on your model and compare it against your baseline without having to alter the base assumptions. However, every project is different, and you may need more control over what variables you are sensitizing or what KPI you want to analyze. This is where the benefit of data tables comes in. In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to use this feature to sensitize essentially any variable and analyze any metric in just a few minutes. There are four main components of a data table: the variables you want to sensitize. This can either be one or two variables, the different scenarios for each variable you want to test, the metric or the output you want to analyze, and lastly, the matrix of results. In any cell on that worksheet, link it to the metric you want to analyze. For example, we might want to look at the yield on cost calculated on the summary report for this build-to-rent project. In the cells below, in a column, list the values you want to test for your first variable. Let's say we want to test the annual maintenance costs we have forecasted for this project, ranging from 0.1 to 0.3% of construction costs. Then in the cells to the right of your metric across a row, list the values you want to test for your second variable. Let's say we want to sensitize the tenant outgoings, ranging from 5 to 7% of gross rent. You can have as many or as little values as you want for each variable. Just bear in mind, the more you have, the longer it may take to calculate. The next step is to set up the input fields for each variable on the same worksheet as the table. If you are sensitizing variables that you have originally set up on other worksheets, you will need to create new input fields for them here and link the primary input cells to them via a simple formula. In this example, there are multiple inputs for the annual maintenance costs, as well as the outgoings for each tenant, so we will be linking them all to their respective single input cell on the new custom worksheet. The final step is to generate the results. Select the entire table, right-click, and press Data Table from the menu. The row input cell relates to the input field for the variable values entered horizontally, which in this example is outgoings. The column input cell relates to the input field for variable values entered vertically, so here we will select the maintenance costs input. Once you press OK, it will calculate a matrix of results for each permutation of the two variables. It may take some time to generate, depending on how many scenarios you are testing. As a side note, data tables do not automatically recalculate if a dependent variable changes. Anytime you require the results to be updated or refreshed, you will need to press the F9 button. Thanks for watching our video on sensitivity analysis using ARGUS EstateMaster. Reach out to our team if you would like more information.